seek to suffocate, waste and torture the living being in our abundance. A drought that all of you men here will have to go through is tenure of 4 years. Some of us will choose to give in to the ratification, but some of us will still hang on. Toastmaster and ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking of no other drought than what the drought that we suffer in the hands of our own academia. The drought of women. The drought of women who are blistered souls suffer through hard work and deep concentration. But for some lucky fellows, that drought very briefly ended when our university decided to send us on a holiday for 13 consecutive weeks. For some of us, it was time for joy and play, but for me, it was time to meet the new, also known as socialize. Now, after 2 consecutive years of academic work, isolated from the true world of humans, I was caged in thermodynamics and discrete mathematics. Now I've touched the red line of endurance, my friends. Now with this newly found freedom, I was thinking to myself, what should I do? But with an empty pocket, my thoughts of finding the new rushed out faster than they came in. But in a jiffy came this brilliant idea. An idea called CIM. My mother would praise me for it. Would praise me for my efforts in seeking new knowledge. But most importantly, my mother would fund me. Now, there I was every Saturday and Sunday, smiling away at all the pretty ladies in class, flirting away very casually, and being the trouble-free soul that I am. Until my very own sister, decides to capture a very intimate moment of me at class and post it on Facebook. And my mother, being the very inquisitive woman that she is, refers to this picture one day when I was flipping through my notifications. Problem, huh? No problem. As the very good boy that I am, I asked my mother and introduced her as her, Amma, meet our latest version of your future daughter-in-law, Apavagshani Tiruchel. Now we end that conversation with a laugh. But what struck me the most is that the preceding family gatherings, my mother referring to her future daughter-in-law without much approval. Now the reason being, Apavagshani Tiruchelvam being Tamil. Now, knowing my mother since I was born, obviously, is no bad boon. A racist? Maybe a tiny bit. Maybe because she was born at the height of racial discrimination and segregation in Sri Lanka. At the time, at the era when Sri Lanka entered into war. At the time that we announced war with extremist terrorist groups. The time Sri Lanka fell apart. Protect your own and kill the others was the order of the day. A true time of anarchy. Now today we say, my friends, we achieved true peace. After decades of war, have we actually achieved peace? Ask yourself, have we actually achieved peace in my country, in your country, in our country? Ask yourself. It's not about me marrying Apavagshani Tiruchelvam being the problem. It's not. The problem is our mentality towards our own people, towards our own countrymen. Now that is the problem, my friends. Now that is a problem we have not addressed after even decades of war. Now I was born into a nation in war. I was born into a nation where mass killings were a very common sight. I was born into a nation where public transport was a mode of suicide. And I grew up in the same environment. Now you could say to me that it's okay for me to be a little lenient towards my own. And it's okay because we're all human. That we all have our weaknesses. But I say to you, my friends, racial discrimination is not just another weakness. It is not just another fault in the system. It is deep. It is far more deep. It's so deep that it's beyond our wildest imagination. It is like a plaguing agent, spreading the disease of segregation from generation to generation to generation, making us hate each other, making the communities envy each other and curse one another. Now this disease has to be removed from its roots. Now only then will we actually see a last of it. Now I was lucky, my friends, I was very lucky. And I'm very grateful to my alma mater, St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia, and St. Thomas's Preparatory School, Colpity, for making me the man that I am today. For I grew up with the Johnson Sivadasas, the Rehan Kapoors, and the George Cliff Kennedy. Now I still remember the cat version of Johnson Sivadas eating about 10 hot dogs for lunch, and walking like a penguin, and always being the top in class. I see him. I still remember him. Now he's about, now he's like all fit with a V shape, but still I remember him. I've had fond memories of my childhood, not only with Sinhalese, but with Tamil.